So are you excited about YouTube? Hey, there's a lot to be excited about YouTube. They just got through doing their upfront in New York, all kinds of exciting news. Recently, they also cracked down on AI slop. I'm really thrilled that they're doing that. I am so sick of the AI slop. It was about ready to take down the service. I got to tell you, it was horrible. But along with the excitement, there is also a bit of fear and frustration that many YouTube creators are having. And it has to do with getting demonetized. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos on all of the channels that are getting demonetized. It seems like there's one or two or three every day I turn on YouTube, and they're heart-wrenching, a lot of them. Now, granted, some of the channels that are complaining about getting demonetized, man, they should be demonetized. But there's a whole group of other people that are caught up in unintended consequences. The YouTube policy on getting rid of AI slop has caught a lot of people in that. And it's heartbreaking to see it. Another heartbreaker are the people that have their channels hacked. I saw a video this morning from Laurel Beard. I'm going to put a link down in the description. You need to go give this sweet lady some love. Her entire business life on YouTube and Google was hacked, and she lost it all, and she's crying out for help. It's a sad situation. Now, Laurel and those who have been demonetized suffer from one of the same problems. So what's the problem? The problem is who you're going to call. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is old Mike, old me living better. If you ain't dead, you ain't done. So, yeah, who are you going to call? So you get demonetized or you get hacked or whatever. Are you going to pick up a phone and call somebody? Chances are you're going to end up talking to an AI bot. And I understand why customer service across all of the business industries are using AI for customer service. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's no way to handle the millions of people that have problems, and a lot of people ask the same questions over and over again. But if you are a YouTube partner, you're in the partner program. In other words, you've been monetized, you've been invited to be a YouTube partner, and then you get demonetized and you get the notice and you start the appeal process, and you discover pretty quickly that you're not talking to a real person, you're talking to an AI chatbot. Now, I will say that Google makes it very clear that there are human, real people involved in making these decisions. They have a statement out, and I don't doubt their statement. I believe them. But who are they? Where are they? When are they in the process? We just don't know. There's no way to distinguish an AI bot from a real person in the replies that you get involved in and once you make an appeal to get your channel remonetized. Or in Laurel's case, she can't find anybody. So what happens? Creators have to take things into their own hands since they can't seem to get any satisfaction, so they go out onto social media. And they post on X and other places, hoping that somebody at YouTube or Google will see their plea and respond to them. And actually, that has been the case with a couple of people that have posted videos about it. But I mean, that's not customer service, that's customer disservice. There's no way to escalate your complaint or your problem up the chain to a real person unless you go on to X and yell and scream or cry about it. Oh, my word. And some of these people, I feel bad for them. They've lost their entire income from people that are doing agricultural channels, all kinds of channels, farming channels, do-it-yourself channels. They're being demonetized, caught up in the unintended consequences of this whole situation. So that's what everybody has experienced together. Now, there's one other problem the problem of who you're going to call. There's another problem. It is that the YPP, the YouTube partner TOS that we all have to abide by YouTube creators, is so vague. It's like I'm driving down the road and I get pulled over by a police officer. He or she comes up to my car and they say, I'm writing you up a ticket. They write you up a ticket. They hand it to you. And you say, well, officer, what did I do? And they say, well, you were reckless driving. And you say, well, reckless driving? I wasn't. Where was I reckless driving at? And they said, well, it's right there on the ticket. It's a $500 ticket. You can go look up the DMV code. I live in California, right? So I go look up the DMV code and I look under where it's identified reckless driving. And guess what? There's 150 different reckless driving specific violations, but it's not listed on my ticket. It just says reckless driving. So I get a ticket for reckless driving, but I don't know what exactly I did that was reckless. And I think that's all that YouTube creators are asking for. We want to know, what did we do? I don't want a vague answer. Let me give you the definition of vague. I'm going to put it on the screen for you. Vague refers to something that lacks clarity and precision, making it difficult to define, understand, or interpret. In a policy context, vague language often leaves room for multiple interpretations or subjective enforcement. As the boundaries or criteria aren't clearly articulated, this can lead to uncertainty about what is permitted or prohibited. And that's the problem. Even the channels that go through the appeal process and get remonetized still do not have any specifics. Oh, it's unauthentic content, it's this, it's that, but it's so vague. I don't know what I really did that got me demonetized or kicked off of YouTube. So I doubt if anybody from YouTube is watching this video, but by chance, if you are watching this video, here is what I would like to see. A clear explanation of the decision, the exact policy involved, specific examples of what triggered the decision, a documented appeal path, a visible timeline, human escalation for high-stakes cases, a case number, a written final decision with specifics, a way to correct the problem, a person or department accountable for the outcome. That's pretty simple, right? Can that be done? I don't know. AI should be allowed to assist in the process, but not be allowed to hide the humans behind the process. So we're called a partner in the YouTube Partner Program. Guess what? In the 1980s, I was a business partner with CompuServe. That's right. I was managing forums like I am managing a couple of YouTube channels now. But in those days, CompuServe invited all the business partners to fly to Columbus, Ohio for an annual business partners meeting. Man, it was exciting. Now, granted, there was only about 250 or 300 of us. YouTube, there's millions. But we were invited there. We were a part of the process. We were a business partner. If I had a problem with the forums I was managing, I could pick up the phone and call somebody, and it would get resolved. But guess what? Not so being a YouTube partner. You're not a business partner, you're a partner, but there's no way to pick up the phone and call somebody. So what am I left with as a YouTube creator? How do I ensure that my channel is not going to get demonetized? Well, here's my suggested list. Here it is. Build an email list. Build a website. Keep records of your work. Save project files. Document your creative process. Avoid lazy AI-generated content. Keep your content clearly original. Build income streams beyond AdSense. Treat YouTube as a platform, not your only business. Let me emphasize, avoid lazy AI generated. And I put the word lazy in there because it irritates me. You'll find YouTube videos of people that will teach you how to create hundreds of AI generated YouTube videos a day or a month or whatever, so you can just saturate YouTube with them. That's the height of being lazy. If you're going to use AI, I use AI all the time in my workflow as a YouTube creator, but I don't do it in a lazy way. I do it in an intentional way. So I think it's so important that you monetization-proof your channel. I created a worksheet just for that. You can get it for free once you join my school. I'll put a link to my school down in the description, or you can get it off of the QR code on the screen. But I created this worksheet as a step-by-step guide so that my channel will not get demonetized. Do I have a fear that my channel is going to get demonetized? Nah, I'm about 98% sure that it won't. But I got to tell you, there are some creators that were 100% sure and their channels got demonetized. It's really sad. So am I still high on YouTube? Absolutely. I love YouTube. I started this channel when I was 80 years old. I'm 82 now. Hey man, if I can do this at 80, you can do it at any age. It's a great time to be on YouTube. We're navigating some waters right now that are a little challenging and difficult, but I'm not going to give up on YouTube. I believe in the future and where YouTube is going to go. We're all going to be movie stars or TV stars. I don't know. It's an exciting time. I love that excitement, and I don't want to let something negative like what's going on derail that excitement. I hope this video is an encouragement to you. I want you to be encouraged. I'm encouraged. Now, I got a video that I really want you to watch. I love this video. I did a video on AI slop. I'm going to put it over here. Go watch that video because I take a shot at how AI is corrupting old people. Oh, it's terrible. Go watch that video. Hey, this is old Mike, old me living better. You know my motto. If you ain't dead, you ain't done. I'm not dead, I'm not done, and neither are you. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.